of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Cougars. Today is Wednesday, October 24th. Welcome to SCTV News. I'm Corral Lococo.
And I'm Andre Rodriguez. We're halfway through Red Ribbon Week, where we encourage Steel Canyon students to live a healthy lifestyle and say no to drugs. Today we hear from members of the San Diego POD about the importance of seeking a natural high.
My dad ended up living in the streets here in San Diego, still doing drugs and still, putting his time and the things that he wanted to do into that. And so, I seen that, I seen that process of just being tore down and basically being brought down to the bottom, And the way that drugs and starting off at a young age really took a toll on their life, I seen it always led to a dead end, I would just say, man, you gotta look around you and you gotta definitely look and see what the effects that drugs has on people, Not only just look around and see if you know anybody that's positive. Just because you think they might be cool doesn't mean they're cool at all, I know a billion times more people that are cooler that don't do drugs than people that do drugs, Just comes down to knowing if you got the strength inside, and knowing who, if you want to have, respect or self-respect for yourself, that's what it comes down to. The thing is, for me, I never really had peer pressure, of any of my homies saying, hey dude, you need to try this, because I had real homies, that if they even offered that to me and I said no, and then they'll understand straight up. So if you got people that are telling you got to try this and they're actually making you feel whack about not doing it, then those ain't your homies anyways. And those are the people you're gonna forget about in 2 or 3 years from now when you're out of high school or junior high or whatever. Those guys fall by the wayside. The true homies are the ones you can catch a natural high on, and you can do those little natural things and feel the same vibe. Those are the homies that stick around. And all my friends that really got into surfing and skating, that was more of an outlet for us to not get into trouble because we were so consumed.
It's we looked for things to get into that, that didn't hurt ourselves and didn't hurt people around us, and and we were cooler than the people that were doing drugs. We actually called it, dude, I'm on a natural. I'm gonna go catch a natural today, and it was whether it was surfing or whether it was a little road trip, we're jumping on our bikes and just cruising around the town.
Those are the things to me that definitely I know for a fact kept me out of, ever even wanting to try drugs or do anything like that, because I was just so motivated into being better at surfing or skating or just finding that natural flavor, And it was we got older and the music came, and it was once you started playing shows, it was you didn't want to be whack, so we just rehearsed every single day in our garage. It was we didn't have time to party, dude. It was I want to try to get this riff down. It just kind of brought me to another path, Music, especially the kind of music we play. There's a lot of aggression you get out, and you get to do it all, So I've been blessed for sure. There's no doubt about it. Skating with your buddies, I think the main thing is camaraderie. You gotta be with some bros, You gotta have a group of people that enjoy the same thing, and
so you just gotta listen to your heart and know that you're better than that, and why do it? If they're tempting you with that stuff, man, they're not the ones for you. They're just tearing you down. So you're cool without doing it. Don't let anybody tell you anything different,
If you're hard and you're dope and you're cool and you know it, then you're gonna be able to say no. That's the bottom line.
You can check out more stories like this one on the website naturalhigh.org. You'll hear from athletes, entertainers, and musicians who rise above the influence of drugs.
And tomorrow you can make a pledge to stay away from drugs. All students are invited to the quad to sign our anti-drug pledge poster and tell the campus what gives you a natural high. You can also grab a bracelet and a red ribbon. Then on Friday, join us for the Red Ribbon Rally at lunch with a live DJ as well as games and prizes.
And we'll still have 2 more days to dress up for Red Ribbon Week. Tomorrow, you can show drugs are not in your future by dressing up for your future career. And Friday, we are having a red out, so wear red to school.
Don't forget to turn in your PTO membership form. The parent-teacher organization provides support for students all year long. Students received a form earlier this week. Please return them to your second block teacher.
Every Wednesday, SCTV News is partnering with the special education teachers and students in room D110 for a weekly weather report. Here's what to expect the rest of the week.
Good morning, Cougars. I am Matt with Weather Report. This temperature 80s with sunshine. That's weekly report. Now back to news. Rock Cougars, get some!
There's a club on campus dedicated to improving the environment. The Eco Crew meets today and you're invited to join.
Eco Crew is a new club to the campus that's focusing on environmental issues and environmental activism and different news and current events that are going on within the environmental world. People should really join Eco Crew because A, our meetings are a lot of fun. During meetings we play games or we talk about current events and different educational things, or we plan events and fundraisers where we want to go do things, we want to go to the zoo, or we want to go to do a beach cleanup, something like that. It's a lot of fun, so anybody who's interested in the environment should really come stop by. Our meetings are Wednesdays at lunch in room D204. Ms. Miklovich, who's the environmental science teacher, is our advisor.
Applications are not ready for the Mr. Steele competition. Organizers are looking for guys who are outgoing, confident, and most of all, funny. Applications are due next Wednesday, and the pageant is at the end of January.
Powder Puff season is approaching. Any boys interested in becoming a cheerleader for Powder Puff this year must attend a mandatory meeting tomorrow at lunch in room K112.
Cross country has a meet against El Capitan at home today at 3:30. Boys water polo is at La Costa Canyon at 7:30.
That's all the news we have for you today. Have a great week. Rower Cougars.
Cougar Pride.
Get some.